Now, what's your favourite warm-up exercise or an exercise that you like to do before you start playing?
Before I start playing, something I like to do quite often is just to not only warm my hands up, like get the creative juices flowing.
Yeah.
Just kind of improvise.
Okay.
Using rudiments though.
Okay.
You know, like using a collection of some of my favorite rudiments.
Okay, so can you give the viewers something, but while you're doing it, I'm going to ask you some questions.
Oh.
So you've got to talk over the top. So can you tell everybody what you're going to do?
Yeah, I'll tell you.
So don't make it too complicated.
Right, oh man, let's go. Okay. Yeah, so I will just play some of my favorite marching rudiments in the context of improvisation. Is that cool?
Yes, cool.
So like,
what you got?
We got the doubles, the paradiddle diddles, some of these.
Some flams in there.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can keep them going for me?
Yeah.
Okay.
These all day. Alright, no stopping.
Okay, then here we go then.
Okay.
So, you're stranded on a desert island with all the amenities. You've got your drum kit, you've got your cymbals, etc., but you can only take one drum book.
One drum book.
What will it be?
Syncopation.
Okay, cool. You could take one album that you can use to either listen to or play along to. It's only one. What's it going to be?
Off the wall, Michael Jackson.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay, any particular reason?
The grooves are just so funky, man.
Cool,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, you could take one item with you, a drum item or an item you just want that's going to stay with you. What would it be?
Can I bring my phone?
You got your phone. Oh no, you stop, you drop your sticks. Keep it going.
That was karma. It was like, your phone, no. Yeah.
No, you got to leave your phone behind.
You gotta leave the phone behind. One item, that's tough. Probably this practice pad right here.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Right, you're on a long haul flight and you can be sitting next to any drummer, dead or alive. Who's it going to be to talk to and ask questions?
Elvin Jones. I just want to hear stories.
Yeah.
Those stories too.
And how much?
I don't even want to talk about drums. I just want to hear like, how was trained.
Yeah. Cool. Excellent. Okay. Artist, dead or alive, that you would most like to work with.
Most like to work with. Branford Marsalis.
Oh, cool.
He just seems like intense, and he'll like whip me into shape.
Yeah. It's interesting.
It'll be very healthy for me.
Yeah, that's interesting because I thought you were going to go down because the off the wall maybe Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
No, that's good.
No, I thought Branford would be healthy for me.
Okay, now this isn't
intense.
that long ago because you're still a baby compared to me. Okay, but what advice would you give yourself when you were 10 years old?
Advice I give myself. I would tell myself to stop caring what other people thought. It took me later to learn that lesson. This is actually kind of hard.
I know it's hard. I'm watching. You can simplify the sticking.
Yeah. I would tell myself, stop caring what other people thought about you.
Okay.
Because it wasn't until kind of recently where I like fully let go of everyone's opinion on me, and that's when my playing and the content creation, like you do, it just kind of took off when I simply stopped caring. I simply stopped caring.
Okay, now that's a really good point, and it's a question I've got later, but I'm going to drag it up now.
Okay.
So when you say you stopped caring what people felt and what they thought about you, was that purely on social media?
No, it was in general.
In general.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So was there a point that made you? Was there like somebody said something, or was there a point that made you go, actually, I need to not worry?
There was actually. It was when I was in college. I was doing all the right stuff. I was going to class on time, doing all the classes. I was putting in the hours in the practice room, hitting the gym. I was doing everything I could to be an upstanding man. But people still hated me for no reason. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna forget it.
All right.
I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna stay in my lane. Stop trying to impress others, and really, it's kind of selfish sounding, but put yourself first.
Yeah. No.
You
It's not selfish. That's good advice. Okay. What advice would you give yourself now?
Now?
Yes. Going forward.
Going forward? A lot, honestly, but sum it all up, I think I would say manage my time better and probably work on my Instagram.
Okay. Okay, interesting. Do you stretch before you play?
No.
Do you do anything before you play? Just walk out and play?
This.
This.
Yeah,
Okay, well I've warmed you up for today's performance then.
This is hard, man.
I know it's hard. I know. Did you think you're coming in for an easy interview?
Yeah.
Come on. What song would you love to play drums on?
What song?
Yeah.
I love to play drums on. There's so many, man.
You can only have one.
Only one. Wow. Huh. One song to play drums on. I can only do one. Any of the Mars Volta stuff?
Okay.
You hip to them?
Yeah.
Yeah,
of
Mars
course,
Volta. Any of those?
Yeah. Any particular one or any in general? Is that a goal to be working with Meinl Volta or?
Yeah, it's more like a dream. I don't see why they would pick me up. You know what I'm
Listen,
saying?
if you're watching and you pick him, I'm on commission. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
all
so
that stuff.
you sort of said a little bit about it, about social media, but I want to finish with my final question. For those that look at you on social media now, me being one of those, okay, what advice would you give people using social media, especially your generation, your age?
I would say really try to balance the love and artistry of your craft and the social media thing, because if you look at social media videos, you hear this all the time, but they are really just highlights, right? And sometimes you get lost in those highlight reels, and every time you set up the drum kit, it's to, or your instrument, it's to make a fire video to get a lot of views. So like you paint your sticks, set your drums on fire, just to get like 1 million views. Then the artistry aspect, you kind of stop caring about it. Like you stop putting in hours of practice, maybe. And not me. I still practice all the time. I'm just saying I see this all the time, particularly with students of mine. They're like, oh man, I'm about to upload this fire video. I'm like, okay, did you practice the lesson we talked about last week? They're like, oh no. I'm like, there's got to be a balance there.
Brilliant. That's really good advice. Now, listen, we've finished this interview, but I have to say, so you can stop now, because I know you're having a workout.
Look, I'm sweating.
But I have just noticed, is this what are these sticks?
Yeah, my new signature Zac Grooves sticks.
And so when did they come out? Today?
They came out today. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So what are they? Can you tell? Do you know the background to it?
I do. We've been working on the stick for the past several months. It's a 16.5-inch long drumstick, so it's got a bit of reach. But if you feel it, it's kind of light. Like it doesn't feel like a long log.
Nice taper on it as well.
Yeah, I love the taper and the oval tip for those sweet, sensitive, simple sounds. And I really just wanted a stick that kind of felt like just totally natural to me. And it feels like I'm just painting on the drum kit.
Cool.
I'm just moving like water. And
they look cool. It must feel really good to have your name on a drumstick.
It's awesome. It's truly a dream come true, bro. Like I just remember in middle school, man, I couldn't even afford like those $6 pairs of sticks in the buckets. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But now I got my own stick. Yeah. It's amazing.
Listen, Zac, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Check him out.